Hey guys, welcome back. This is Roust and Tacos. I'm Franco.
I'm Annie.
What's up,
I'm
guys?
Andy.
Waters.
There you go.
Today, the rest of the week that we got interviewing is the LuchaMedic Matías Suarez.
What's up, guys? That's me. Hey,
That's
hey.
me.
Um, I just like starting off. You saw the little video we did for you. We have a highlight reel coming out on Wednesday. What's the name of your finishers, man? You have like I think a few of them, like two or three.
Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. Hey, dude. No. Sorry, it's my daughter. She's sneaking in here. She's curious. Um, all right. So, the finisher that I've been using right now, for the most part, is I know a lot of people call it chaos theory. It's pretty much that rolling German into a pin. I use that a lot as my finisher. I call that one code 3. So basically, like on the ambulance, when there's a serious call, I know this might sound a little messed up, but when there's a serious call, lights and sirens, we run to the hospital. That's what we call it, code 3. So during transport, we let dispatch know, hey, medic 14, to dispatch, we're going to be code 3 to whatever hospital. And that just means that that's a priority patient. That's just seriously sick or seriously injured patient. So that one's called code 3. The other one's a little bit more, I guess, morbid. I call it level 4. And that one's pretty much Buddy Murphy's finisher. Death Valley Driver. I call it level 4. Level 4 basically means a DOA. When we arrive on scene, and if there's a dead body, called a level 4. We have different levels. Level kind of confusing, I guess, but level 3 on scene would be this patient's like ambulatory. This patient's okay. A level 2, they're a little bit more serious. Level 1 means CPR in progress, and a level 4 means they're DOA. So my finish is called a level 4.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a little messed up, but there you have it, man.
Do you have any inspirations for like your character and everything?
As far as like people that I'm looking up to, I mean, just as far as the character goes, man, it's pretty much just me. Um, I kind of had different ideas in my head on what I wanted to do, on what characters, things that I wanted to do, but it all just kind of fell back into just being myself. Believe it or not, I was like, yeah, man, I feel like I can be a heel, and I want to be a bad guy. But I smile too damn much, dude. I'm generally just a happy guy. So, I mean, it's just natural. I'm who you see out there is pretty much me, dude. I'm a firefighter who just loves to wrestle. Um, Inspiration for that character, not so much. Inspiration for wrestling, sure. I got a ton of favorite wrestlers and people that I look up to and try to imitate as a wrestler. But as far as that character, no, just kind of being me out there. That's pretty much it, man.
Natural.
Well, who's some of your inspirations, non-wrestling wise?
Non-wrestling wise,
Yeah.
a lot of the older guys that are in the fire department, some of the badasses, man. You hear some stories, and I guess some of them can be like old fishing tales or whatever. People get hyped up, beyond uh, they might get a little bit more hyped up than what the story actually was. But a lot of the older firefighters, man, who done what I've done, basically kicked ass in the fire department, saved lives. You gotta get basically saved lives. Kicked ass at some fires, and I mean those would be who a lot of people I look up to.
Of course.
So, what are things that you do for your mental health? I know going through like being a firefighter, doing ambulance, all that, and then also wrestling, a full time dad, you have a wife, girlfriend at home. Like, How do you do it?
Did you say I have a wife and a girlfriend?
Well, wife/girlfriend. Don't.
I was
I
like,
don't
out him
want
like
to say yes, and then she's like, "Oh, so you're proposing?" I'm like, "Oh no," but I have to ask,
yeah.
But how do you do it like at home, like mental health wise?
So I'm not the greatest person at talking about feelings.
Mhm.
That's something I still got to work on. I do tend to hold in a lot of stuff. Uh, that's just kind of me being stubborn. How I've grown up. I just, as not that my parents or my mom was like, oh, boys shouldn't have feelings, but it's just kind of one of those things that, you know, suck it up and, don't talk about things. I guess just kind of like a dumb old mentality. So I do still struggle with that. Um, but working out, I work out before shift. Uh, so I wake up about 4:30. I go to the gym. That kind of mentally prepares me, mentally starts me for the day before, I go on shift. Um, then I work for 24 hours. I get off at 8 in the morning, and then I go straight back to the gym. Um, so then it's kind of like another relief. So it's kind of like my own time, my own zone before work, my own time, my own zone right after work, and I give myself that time. Um, so that way, that's the me time, and then I come home and I can try to give the rest of the time, to my family, to my daughter, my wife. Um, and I mean that's pretty much what I do. Another thing is, I mean, we try to the Sundays that I am off, we try to just go to church as a family, and if I'm not wrestling or if I'm not on shift, uh, we like to go to church together. Um, that's pretty much all I do for my mental health. It's working so far.
That's good. At least it's doing something versus not doing anything at all.
Yeah, and I mean the times. So there's some ugly things that I see at work, bad things that I've been through at work. But something that the fire department is really good about is that um, after certain calls, especially like pediatric calls, little kid calls, um, kid deaths or kid, really bad things, they'll put us out of service for a little bit, and everybody that was on that call uh, will meet up at a certain station, and they bring in a kind of like a counselor, which it ends up being like another firefighter, but they're trained specifically, to try to debrief, talk about it. So that's something that the fire department does do pretty immediate after we do have like a bad call. So I mean, there's that too. That's pretty much where I'll get the talking in. I don't like to bring all the calls home though to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be a lot to deal with being a paramedic, firefighter, and then wrestler at night.
Well, as far as like the working out, so I consider like the wrestling training as well, because I'll go and we have to train really late at night just because of where we're training at. It's a building that's shared with other things, um, but that counts too. That's part of my gym time. Um, all that just helps me get my mind off of things. So you know, there's that too. Wrestling helps me.
Yeah.
So you have a daughter. I think your wife is pregnant.
Yeah, she's about to pop like probably like tomorrow or something.
One thing I'm
man.
looking forward to seeing. I've been following your Instagram and everything for years, probably. I do want to see you recreate the picture you do with your daughter on your hand with your.
Oh yeah.
But what's it like being a superhero?
To them.
Superhero in her eyes.
Yeah.
Well, in everybody's eyes, man. Like I said, you're a firefighter, paramedic, and then like you wrestle. You're following. I'm assuming you want to be a firefighter when you're younger, so that's one dream, and then you're following another dream, wrestling.
I did. So pretty deep down, I guess, in my Instagram, there's a picture there, and it's like my firefighter ID and a professional wrestling card that I needed because certain states and outside of Texas, you need actual license to wrestle in those states. It's kind of like a boxing license. Um, so I actually have that there, like in my Instagram. And that's pretty much what I'm talking about. It's just, two of the biggest things that I wanted to be growing up was a firefighter and was a professional wrestler. Like those are the two things that I've always like had in my head. To have the opportunity to do that, like I mean, it's sweet, you know what I mean? And like now I got my daughter, she looks up to me. She makes fun of me every time I lose, honestly. But um she's ruthless. She's ruthless. But I mean, to be able to do that, I'm doing I'm doing everything, what I set out to do when I was, growing up. Uh Hopefully I'm a hero in her eyes. I don't, sit there and call myself a hero, but I mean, if I'm a hero in her eyes, that's a win for me,
Mhm.
And to my unborn son still, him too, if I could just have them, if they look up to me, I mean, that's a win, or any little kid that's looking up to me. I mean, that's a win for me. I love, at the shows, the little kids that, are there wearing my shirt or wearing the fire hats. And I mean, that's a win to me, dude. Like that would have been me as a little kid. So to me, that's a win. I like that.
Honestly, to see her in the crowd sometimes when she is there when you're wrestling is like amazement because she just looks at you and she has like that little like sparkle or glaze in her eyes, like just watching
Yeah.
you. It's absolutely the cutest thing. I'm just like, oh my god.
It's cool that I have like different pictures, like pictures of her, like cheering with a happy face, pictures of her yelling like she's ready to, throw some hands. I got pictures of her crying because, I'm losing or whatever. But like I said, dude, she's ruthless. Like she was going to a show with me in Castroville. She's like, yeah, I know you're not gonna win, but I'm gonna cheer for you anyway. I'm like, dude, what? She's like, you never win. She's like, you never win. And then so then I won that match, and she's like, I still don't believe you won. She was like, I was like, you were there, you saw me win. And she was sitting with Maddie Rinkowski. She was hanging out with her at that show, and Maddie was just telling me, she's like, dude, your daughter's ruthless. She was clowning you the whole time. I'm like, wow. What a great experience.
Different. That's what it is.
Like, dude, I won. Like,
oh man.
Next Friday, you're facing in a triple threat,
Yeah.
Chris Carter and Adrian Quest.
Yeah.
I think Chris Carter put his number one contendership on the line for the Rising Star title.
Yeah, that's big, man.
Yeah, how does that feel, man? I want to see some gold around your waist. I know we've seen it, with the tag titles with Chris Cruz, but I want to see some singles gold.
Yeah, dude. I've been chasing that Rising Star Championship for a good minute, man. Since I got there, really, dude. There was I was in a match for the number one contendership for it. That's when T-Ray beat me. I think it was like four of us. I got terrible memory. Part of it's because of bad no sleep, but yeah, that was a few shows back. I'm pretty sure T-Ray's the one that pinned me. Anyways, yeah, and I was hoping to win that match so I can get the second match with ASF. That was another match that I lost the first time we wrestled, but I feel like it'd be badass if we could run him back and this time I beat him and I'd get that Rising Star Championship. But yeah, this coming event, dude. Number one contenders online again. I get nervous thinking about it, dude. But I feel like I deserve it. I've been working wrestling different places. I think I'm ready to. I think I'm ready to have a championship on my waist, dude. We'll see what happens, dude. I've been watching some film on both of them actually, on Quest and Carter, and I actually got to work a little bit with Carter. Uh, he's a cool dude, but you know, it's all business, dude. I got to do what I got to do that, on the 17th.
We're big fans of Carter here. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that. On the low, we gotta go for our Cobras guy, so we'll be cheering you on, man. Hoping you win. Because you and ASF, that first time, that match was fucking great.
Dude, and I feel like we've both progressed a lot since then. You know what I mean?
It was like 2 years ago, I think.
Bro, ASF's doing his thing. He's everywhere. He's progressed like crazy, dude. And my style has changed a little bit since then. My mindset has changed a little bit since then. I mean, not sounding like cocky or whatever, but my physique has changed since then. Like I feel like I'm faster. More athletic since then. Like I've been doing a lot of things, eating different, and my style of working out is different. I'm at a lower body fat percentage. Like I feel like I can move better, and I feel like another match between me and him would, we would tear shit up, honestly, dude.
Who are some dream matches that you want to face on the Texas Indie scene?
Said it before. My name drop again. Gino Medina. I feel like, dude, he's younger than me, honestly. But I look up to that dude. In wrestling, dude, the things that he's done. Just his style, man. That dude's just, I'll be straight up, dude. That dude's levels above me, but just being able to work with him, just being able to work with him, I know I would learn, a whole bunch, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's almost like, practice with people who are better than you so you can get to that level, right? Same thing, man. Yeah, I just want to wrestle all the people that I know are, straight up, they're better than me right now, but I could be at that level. And so he's definitely at the top of that list. Gino Medina.
To be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Chris Carter coming up. He's someone that I want to work with. I'm pretty sure Dante Leon's from Texas. He's another guy I want to work with. Let's see who else would be. There's so many people. I want to work with the best, dude. I want to be, considered part of the best. Brian Keith, dude. Keith. That dude is, and we've been friends on social media and follow each other on social media for a good while. He likes a lot of my stuff. Like he reacts to like some of the stories or whatever. Like some of the stories. Some of my posts that I've posted. We were actually supposed to wrestle like 2 years back, and then the day of the show, this match has just changed. Yeah, I can't remember who we wrestled, but it was there in Corpus. He ended up wrestling someone else, and so did I. But I feel like that's a match that, me and him too, though, we can tear shit up. I know we can. And he has a banger when it comes out. This entrance, I just like if I would come out before him, I'll be in the ring dancing as he comes out. Dude, his entrance is lit.
You have any eyesight on Joe Alonso? I know he's from Chicago, but the last time y'all were in the ring, y'all were tag partners, and he tried laying you out. I think you laid him out.
Dude, I was just watching that video. I was just watching that video. I don't know why I was watching that. Somehow I was watching it. Someone tagged me in something, and anyways, I was watching that, dude. Yeah. Yeah, no disrespect to him, but I hadn't gave it much thought after that little incident. you know, he tried to like mush me by the face. Like I said, I'm an easygoing dude, which I mean, disrespect don't ever fly with me. You know what I mean? Uh, that whole mush by the face, I didn't like that shit. He does like to run his mouth a lot. Yeah, you know, I didn't like that. So I hadn't given much thought, but you know, I think that would be I think that match would end up. It might end up a little bloody. Um, I feel like he can be cheap sometimes, man. I've seen a lot of the things that he does, and he could be cheap. And I don't know. I mean, it'd be a good match. Him and Gino when they fought in Corpus, you know, things got pretty wild, dude. I was watching that match from the back, and
it got pretty personal, man.
Yeah, it did. He's someone that he likes to take some personal shots. I don't think he knows too much about me, but I can easily see it getting escalated to, you know, something a little disrespectful. And
he's not eyeing in for it, but gotta throw hands. You gotta throw hands.
It is, man.
There you go. So I usually like to ask this question during the interviews with everybody, but I want to know, what legacy do you want to leave behind for like the children or like the kids at home, you know, following you? What legacy do you want to leave for them?
Well, like I was saying earlier, you know, just knowing that, you know, any kid, you know, looked up to me, or I, you know, affected a kid in any way, like in a good way. I mean, that's already a win for me. You know, when I wanted to be a firefighter and a wrestler since probably both around the age of 8-ish, something like that. You know, and if I can be an inspiration for any kid to think like, oh, you know, he's a firefighter and he's a wrestler, you know, just for them to feel that they can, you know, do what I've, you know, done or do what I'm doing, that's a win for me. You know, I just want to be an inspiration for my own kids, my own children, and any other ones out there, you know, that just so you know that it's possible. No, I'm not, you know, on TV yet, but I set out to be a professional wrestler. I'm doing that. I set out to be a firefighter. I'm doing that. So, you know, just so that they can see that, and I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. That's pretty much it.
We usually end it on that, but I do have one more last question. Who were some wrestlers that you looked up to as a kid? Like, who were that drew you into the product?
Okay, so I'll say my favorite wrestler of all time is Rey Mysterio. I always wanted to wrestle under mask. I did one time, and I had promoters like, dude, you can't wrestle under mask. You know, let everybody see the smile. And I'm like, all right, dude, whatever, man. So Rey Mysterio, you know, he was just, you know, the first person that one of the first people to draw me into like lucha libre. You know, that style, of course, right? Eddie Guerrero, you know, I'm shooting I'm shooting everyone's favorites, right? But I mean, they're my favorites too, dude. Eddie Guerrero, that dude is just special. I still don't think there's anybody better than him. I don't know how y'all feel about the situation with Chris Benoit, but he was another one of my favorites.
Yeah,
his favorite of all time.
Dude, that I mean, I have his figure in my closet right now. I have like a whole bunch of stuff in there.
That's pretty cool. I have his DVD.
Yeah, I have it too. Those are my top 3. And then, I have a whole bunch of other favorites like Shawn Michaels. I think that dude's just one of the greatest performers of all time. Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold. I mean, you see me at the gym, 9 times out of 10, I'm wearing a wrestling shirt. Stone Cold. Bret Hart is actually another one of my favorites. These are people that I like to watch that, I learn a lot from. Ricky Steamboat, someone else I like to watch. Look up things like that. But yeah, my top three is Ray. Ray and Eddie are like they're it's hard to say like Ray that Eddie's my second favorite. It's kind of like together, like they're both my favorite. And then Chris Benoit. Like I said, and there's Shawn, there's Brad. Just I mean, those guys are just amazing. Dean Malenko, I really like to study a lot of his stuff. So he's an inspiration or someone I like to watch to learn a lot from. A lot of technical wrestlers.
All right.
Did you have any questions, Andy, or did you want to cut it?
Oh no, I got some questions. Being inspirational for the kids, and you're a firefighter by day, wrestler at night. What is your diet plan? What is something good to intake?
Oh, diet plan, like eat.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Man, so I'm kind of like on a flexible diet. It sounds against everything, I guess, that you might like when you look up things like, oh, you need to eat chicken and rice, you need to eat 7 times a day. I kind of don't do that. I do eat whole food. I do eat healthy food, but I have a flexible diet. I have cheat meals more than the normal person who is on a diet would. So I'll kind of give you a rundown of like things that I would eat. So I wake up. Let's say this is before shift. So I wake up 4:30 in the morning. Right. I'll take my pre-workout. I do mix what I have been doing lately. I just started this probably a few weeks ago. So I have like pre-workout, creatine. The creatine I just started a few weeks ago. I'll go work out. If it's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I consider those my heavier days. So that's legs, back, chest. I'll take this carb supplement. It's basically 50 grams of carbs in there. I'll take that during my workout or, pretty much before, like the first half of my workout. Those days are what I consider my higher carb days. So all day, I'll eat, higher carbs. So I try to get my protein sources from chicken, beef, sometimes turkey. But I let's say when I go to work, someone's cooking food and they cook, just for instance, let's say spaghetti. I will take out like I might not eat the spaghetti at all. I might take just the meat and I take my own like carb sources. So I'll take like rice and I kind of make myself just like a bowl of meat and rice and whatever vegetables they have. So I'll eat stuff like that. But I've been pretty much like carb cycling in a way. Higher carbs Monday through Wednesday, lower carbs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I'm kind of like refueling, getting ready for, Monday again, Tuesday. So I've been kind of like just messing with the carbs like that, but at the same time trying to make sure that I'm eating enough protein. I do drink protein shakes. I mix it with egg whites, just for the added protein in there. Excuse me. Where'd he go? Oh,
no, I'm here. I'm sorry. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, no. So like I said, so I will like you can catch me like like let's say today I did legs and I just tore up some wings a while ago. So I've kind of learned my body on when I can eat certain things and it not affect me negatively. So like I said, I did legs today. I killed my legs. So essentially, dude, I burned so many calories during that leg workout, and this was immediately after shift. I burned so many calories during that workout. So there's like a window immediately after that I can eat certain things. So you'll see me eat like Rice Krispies like before or immediately after, or like a heavy, carbs. Like I can eat pizza within like a certain amount of hours after. And that's just me over the years kind of learning my body and what works for me. And what works for me doesn't always work for somebody else. So like I said, my diet plan is not really like a diet plan. It's kind of what I call just a flexible dieting, because I'm essentially just making sure I do get enough protein, and then everything else just kind of falls in between. Higher carbs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, lower carbs Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So far, it's been working for me. I'm probably like
that makes sense.
12% body fat right now, which is, decent, I think. So that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, that all makes sense. You kind of adjust to what you eat.
Yeah, it's learning your body, man. Everybody's body's different.
On that note, question. Yeah, of course. But I'm gonna have to Wi-Fi disruption, so I'm gonna have to end my question.
Yeah, you're glitching out again, dude.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you
Yeah,
being on. Thanks for coming on and everything. I know you have GCWA, Jeff's Birthday Bash 2 on Friday. Anywhere else we can catch you live?
So lately, like I said, my wife's about to pop. So I was trying to pick up all the bookings, like trying to, wrestle as much as I can, but it's having to slow down again. So right now, the next show that I have is here in Corpus. I'm hoping that she doesn't pop before that. But here in Corpus, and so far I have nothing else lined up right now. I'm just kind of expecting this child to pop pretty soon. We've been pretty busy. We just had a baby shower. We're throwing my sister's 16th birthday this weekend.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. And then, like I said, and then my wife, she's I call her stage 5 waddler right now. She's walking around like a penguin, dude. Like she's ready to come out. So, so right now, no, nothing else lined up, man. I'm kind of taking them slowly as they come, and as I'm like certain that I can be there, because I just don't want to be like, yeah, I'll be there, and then, hey, man, I can't. You know what I mean? I hate doing that. It sucks. So far right now, that's the next thing lined up, and that's it so far.
All right. Well, thanks for being on again. Appreciate it. This Wednesday, highlight reel drop of yours that I'll upload on YouTube.
Sweet.
And yeah, thanks. Catch y'all guys next time.
Thanks for the invite, man. Appreciate it. Peace.